everyone, it's India and today I'm going to be filming probably one of my most highly requested videos ever. This is going to be a how I earn money as a teenager, or just how I earn my money. Quickly wanted to say a huge thanks to everyone who watched my Instagram live stream and gave me ideas, because I sat down and I tried to film this video and I was clueless and it was all over the place, so I headed over to Instagram and asked you guys to help me plan out this video. I never plan out my videos, but because this has been so highly requested, I wanted to make sure that I covered as much stuff as you guys wanted to hear. Also, I wanted to make a disclaimer that I do get a lot of comments being like, I'm 18, I'm 20, and I can't even afford like half of the stuff you have. I just wanted to mention that I'm 14, I don't have to worry about rent. I know there might be a few 14-year-olds out there who might have to help out with their family and help out with rent. However, most 14-year-olds out there don't have to help out with their family for rent. I happen to be one of them, so any money that I do get from like these jobs, for me, I just spend it straight on makeup. It's my fun money. I don't have to worry about paying bills, food, rent, all that stuff. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there, is that I'm sure when I'm older, bills are gonna have to come first before makeup and everything, but for now, I get to spend my money on whatever I want. So that's kind of like a fun thing about being young and not having to worry about expenses or having all that responsibility. So yeah. Also, if you see me look down at my laptop, it's because that's where I've planned stuff out on. So I wanted to talk about what I get comments a lot on, like what people think of me. They constantly tell me that I'm a brat, I get money from my parents, I'm spoiled, I take money for granted, I don't know the value of like money and everything. I just wanted to mention that I'm not rich. I do get this comment quite a lot because people automatically assume that, oh my gosh, she owns Chanel, you have to be rich to buy that. Oh, she owns Kylie Cosmetics, all that stuff, all that makeup, you have to be rich. And guys, the reality, you don't have to be rich. Yes, money is involved, but you don't have to be rich to be able to buy this stuff. As long as you get a job and you earn money from it, you don't have to be rich. You don't have to be earning like millions and thousands and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that I'm not rich, and I feel like it's very important to tell you guys that you don't have to be rich. It is possible to be able to buy this stuff. So for those who aren't rich and think, oh my gosh, like it's going to be impossible for me to be able to ever buy any of this nice stuff, it's not, as long as you work hard and put your mind to it. And also people say that like, oh, I get my money from my parents. Sometimes when I go into town, my mum will, let's say, maybe give me like £5 or £10 to spend. She didn't do that all the time. Maybe like once every month or every 2 months, she'll give me like £5 or £10 to go into town with my friends or something, and like that will cover lunch and any like small things which I want to buy. Although she'll tell me, oh, you're not allowed to buy any makeup or anything. She just doesn't like me wasting money on makeup, so, which I understand. For my makeup, I have to pay for that with my own money, or maybe rarely she'll buy me something where it's not a birthday or Christmas present. However, for birthday and Christmas, she will buy me makeup because that's like presents, if you know what I mean. But otherwise throughout the year, she won't. And also, if you've seen my like Christmas haul, most of it is makeup. Like that's pretty much the only thing I ask for, because I know that throughout the year, she doesn't like to buy me makeup. She likes me to buy it myself, which is completely understandable. However, I know for Christmas and birthdays, she does buy me makeup, so that's pretty much the only thing I ask for. But my parents don't buy me everything. Like, yeah, they'll treat me to stuff here and there, but it's not like something that happens all the time. So I just wanted to get that across. Another thing people tell me is that I'm wasting my money on unnecessary things. I know everyone has different opinions on what they think you should spend your money on. Some people are going to say, oh, makeup's a waste of money. Like, for example, I'm sure many people think that spending $30 on a lip kit is a waste of money. However, that's just what I like to spend my money on. And I think that's because you probably wouldn't necessarily spend your money on that. And that's fine. You don't have to spend your money on that. Like, I'm definitely not one to spend my money on like an Xbox or video games and stuff like that. But I'm not going to tell people who buy that stuff that they're wasting their money, because it's their money. It's not any of my business on how they spend it. They earned it. So to some people it's a waste of money, but you need to know that that's not your money to spend, that's not your money to worry about. As long as it's not affecting other people in a bad way, then you can spend your money on whatever you like. And then the last thing which I wanted to cover for this topic is you can't get a proper job at 13 or a teenager and something. I'm like, obviously I'm not going to be able to get a job at, let's say, like McDonald's or Zara or Starbucks or I don't know, places like that. Like, Obviously I'm not going to be able to. I don't think it's legal. Like, obviously you're not going to be able to. And that's what people think. People think that the only way to earn money is to get jobs like that. As long as you have an imagination and you're creative, let's say if something doesn't work out for you, there's always going to be an alternative, so you have to try and think of other things. You need to know that not everything's just going to be handed to you. So now I wanted to talk about the jobs which I do. So the first job which I've done people's makeup. I did a girl's makeup for prom last year. I know there are some people who have asked me if I wanted to do their wedding makeup. It's something which I love to do and it's my passion and I really love it. That's a really fun way for me to earn some money. I do people's hair. I do my mum's friend's hair. I forgot to talk about prices. From makeup, I mean, it depends what type of look you're going for, but for the prom makeup, I actually didn't think I was going to earn any money. I actually just took that up because I thought it would be a fun thing to do, but she ended up paying me £10. And then for hair, I get paid £10 to do that. I do babysitting, and to be honest, I think the youngest you should be to do babysitting is 14. 13 would be pushing it. I did do a little bit of babysitting at 13, but I think that's pushing it. You should really be 14 or older to do babysitting because people want people who are more responsible. And for that, I think I earn like £25, I think. But yeah, it really depends on how long I'm babysitting for. Another thing is chores, and chores really depend on like how strict your parent is. Some parents just expect you to do chores and they won't pay you. Some parents will pay you for any chore that you do, and some parents are like in between. My mum really is in between. Like, she expects me to keep my room tidy and everything, and I don't get paid for that. And she expects me to like empty and reload the dishwasher and everything like that, and I don't get paid for that. However, when it comes to, let's say, like tidying the whole house or other areas of the house and stuff like that, then I will sometimes get paid for that. So yeah, it really depends on how strict your parents are. Another thing is allowance. My mum doesn't give me an allowance, however my dad does. So my dad gives me half my age in dollars every week because he lives in America, if you're wondering. Another thing which I've done in the past is we've had Japanese students and they'll come to England and they'll need like a host family to stay with, so they can really like understand English culture and stuff, or like how English people live, I guess. Pretty much just what you have to do is give them a place to stay, pay for their food, and you will get paid for that. Sometimes if I'm having to give up my room, I'll get paid some of the money towards it. Another thing is cleaning. I've done like cleaning before. I remember one time I went to my uncle's gym and because he owns a gym, and I helped out and I did some cleaning there. And then my most recent job which I did was face painting, and that was actually around like Christmassy time. For the 2 weekends before Christmas, I did face painting. That was my first time doing face painting and it was really fun. For that, I think I charged like £2 for a full face. Total for the 2 weeks, I think I ended up getting like £100, so that's just an easy way to earn some money there. So that's just how I earn money, and now I'm going to talk about how, let's say, if you can't necessarily do that, these are some ways which you may be able to earn money. So the first tip is to actually find your talent. I used to think that I had no talent, and I still kind of do, but the only thing which I'm kind of good at is makeup, so that's what I do. I recommend you find your talent. So whether that is music, you can go busking, whether it's nails, you can charge people to do their nails. Let's say if you're really good at painting, sometimes you can sell some good professional paintings that you may have done. So yeah, there's always a way. Just try and find your interests, your hobbies, your talents. Even if you don't think you're amazing at them, some people may, and they'll pay you a good price for it. Another thing is, if you, let's say, haven't got an allowance, I recommend asking your parents for an allowance. Also, even if you have got an allowance, and maybe just be cheeky and ask for a raise. Maybe like half your age each week, or depending on how much your parents are willing to give you. And I'm going to answer some of your questions. So someone asked me, do I have a budget? I try and have a budget, yes. So my budget is 50% of what I earn is kind of like I spend it on whatever I want to spend it on. 40% is saving and 10% is like charity or investment. So let's say I want to invest in something that, let's say, maybe in the future I might get my money back on, or I'll do like charity with it. That's what I try and do, but I think I'm gonna change it. And I don't know if you saw my Q&A, but I'm trying to save for a Chanel bag. I know, unrealistic, you probably think it's a waste of money, but as I said, as long as I earn it with my money, then no hate please. But anyway, I'm trying to save for that, so again, I know it's unrealistic, but I'm going to try really hard. So I think I'm going to do it like 90% savings and then the 10% on whatever I want to spend it on. Someone asked me about sponsors. I actually haven't done a sponsored video yet on my channel. I do have a sponsored video coming up for you guys. I know sponsored videos do get a lot of hate. All opinions are going to be my own. I asked you guys about what your opinions on sponsored videos were, and most of you said you don't mind as long as the YouTuber is being completely truthful about everything that they're promoting, and then they're not just promoting something just for the money. And I completely understand that, and I'm going to make mine 100% authentic and 100% truthful. So yeah. How often do I get paid? Now for this, I feel like I can't really answer this properly because I don't have like a monthly check or a weekly check, or I don't have something that's consistently. Like some months I'm gonna earn more than others, so I really can't answer that question for you. How much money do I get from YouTube? I was gonna try and talk about like being paid from YouTube in a how to start a YouTube channel video. But seeing as this is like how I earn money, I think I'll touch on the subject a little bit. I do get paid from YouTube, however, I haven't received any of the money yet. So I have had a lot of people tell me that the only way this girl affords her stuff is from YouTube, and it's like, YouTube hasn't even sent me a penny yet. So just so you know, nothing that I've bought so far is with YouTube money. I kept having problems with setting up an AdSense account, but I finally got it set up like the 29th of December. I think, yeah, it was the 29th of December. And so I am earning money from that. However, they have not sent me anything yet because they have to send me like my confirmation thing, and I have to sort everything out again. So yeah. What season do I earn the most money? Probably summer, because that's when I'm most available. Also, another thing which I forgot to mention on like how I earn money is tutoring. You can tutor people if you're, let's say, smart in a specific area. Anyway, so that is everything that I do to earn my money. Yeah, hopefully it helped you out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below any video ideas you have for me next, and I will see you in my other videos. Bye guys!